My computer wants to be slow today.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our show. This is our debut show for Pandem magazine, titled Pandem Presents. And today we present Tonya Holmes, the author of Broken but Healing. She's also a business owner. She is a Wonder Woman. She has a lot of things going on, and we are going to be enjoying this hour, learning about her book, her business, her message, and her whole mission. So welcome, Tonya. How have you been?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm making it. I'm still here. So, first, let's start with, what I did that was bad. Y'all got to forgive me. This is my first show. I forgot my notes. I completely forgot my notes. But I know that we start with your book. So tell me about Broken but Healing. Like, what inspired you?
It was prophesied to me back in 2015 that I had a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, back in 2005, we listen to the numbers 5 and 15.
Wow.
Back in 2005, it was prophesied to me that I had a story to tell. Didn't realize what story I was supposed to tell, who I was supposed to tell it to, none of that. So then back in 2015, we ran a revival at church. And this prophetess, she was like, you got a story to tell. You got a book inside of you, which was ironic because I started to write a book, but I didn't know how to write. I didn't know where to write, how to start, what to do, nothing. And I have reached out to several people to help me. Oh, girl, call me anytime you need me. I guide you and this, that, and the third. All those folks, child, they didn't want to answer the phone.
Right.
So back, I gave up. So I still had my little notes. I still had my title, which was Broken but Healing. So back in 2018, we were at another revival. And this prophet came. He was like, girl, you got a story in you. You need to put that book out. You started that book. You need to finish it. And I'm like, God, what you trying to say? Who's telling these people my business? So I thought about it. And back in 2020, I met this lady named Crystal Pitts. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy how I met her. I met her because I needed my website revamped for my body spa.
Right.
So in the midst of she and I talking, I kept saying, my website ain't right. If y'all ain't going to do what y'all supposed to do, give me my money back, this, that, and the third. So she was like, you know what? You the nicest, most refunded person that I have talked to. She said, you know what? It ain't about this website. God put us together for a reason. So next thing you know, she was like, what else you want to do in life? I just want to inspire people. I teach medical assistant and phlebotomy, this, that, and the third. I'm telling her. She said, nah, it's something else. She said, you started a book before? And I'm like, giving this little crazy look like, yeah.
Yeah.
She said, you published it? I said, no. The whole time I'm talking to a minister. Had no clue this lady was a minister.
Wow.
So she said, that's why God got us talking. She said, tell me a little bit about yourself. I told her about me. She said, you done been through some things, haven't you? And I said, yes, ma'am. She said, you've been through a lot. So she was like, come to my office Thursday. I get to this lady office. You know, this lady had a notebook and a paper telling me to start writing.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. And she gave me a deadline. She gave me a deadline. I met her like in August, September, and I was
Uh-huh.
due to have surgery in December. She said, "You got to November
Okay.
to finish this book." She had me come to her office
Mm.
every day, and she published it in February 2021.
See, I love that.
So it was a
I love
testimony.
that.
Yeah,
That's
it
we
was
need
a
more people like
testimony of
that.
my life.
Yeah.
When I say she was
Yeah.
on me, had me in
So
there crying.
really, now is it like okay? You gotta forgive me. I haven't read any books other than school books since I started college. So you gotta tell me like what. So what is the book? Is it like an autobiography? Is it a fiction book? Is it
It's
a
it's
splice?
it's my testimony. It's what I've
Oh,
been through.
beautiful.
Yes, the things that I have been through in life. It talks about
Yeah.
um when I was molested when I was 8
Oh
by a
gosh.
family member. I was I was abused as a child, mentally and
Mm,
physically.
yeah.
Um, I was raped when I was 14 by another family member.
Oh, jeez.
Yes. And then at 21, 21, 22, I had my first child at 20, guys. So it didn't stop me.
Yeah.
Um, his father and I, we were engaged, but it was just something about this man. When I tell y'all he was crazy, he was crazy. So listen, when y'all date people, make sure y'all check their DNA.
Yes.
Check the DNA. But he was a little, and he tried to kill me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I no longer wanted to be with him at that point. I had gave my life over to Christ and was living for God.
Hmm.
And he didn't accept that. He didn't want that. He wanted what he wanted, how he wanted, when he wanted. And when I no longer wanted to be with him, he just went in a rage. And he raped me in the bathroom and tried to drown me in a tub.
Oh my God.
So all of that is in my book. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And
Okay.
it talks
If you
about
need to
how
read
I
other stuff, then
overcame it.
mm-hmm.
It talks about how I overcame it. It talks about my first marriage, which was
Yeah.
when I say a cheater beyond. He was worse than the cheetah man that be on TV with the chips.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Oh, so because it's that like when it comes to relationships these days, I'm speechless. I'm really speechless about it because it's really hard to. I don't even know what to say about it anymore. It's just terrible. It's hard to find a good relationship, and it's hard to find people who actually will commit, like be there through the rough and the
Mm-hmm.
bad. But then you can't staying for the bad doesn't make complete sense because if he's beating you and
Mm-hmm.
things like that, you know what I'm saying, you can't stay in a relationship like that. So I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
I came out of an abusive relationship before, so I it wasn't that bad. But it was still an abusive relationship. But you are amazing. So your book basically is going to help women get through this and overcome it
Mm-hmm.
by reading that book.
Yeah.
That's a powerful
Mm-hmm.
message. That's powerful. So I love that. So we're going to put the link for your book. Um yes, Broken but Healing. Go to her website, get her book. I, being an author, I prefer it when people buy directly from the author instead of giving other people chunks of their money. I'd prefer it if you buy directly from her. That's just me. But so writing that book, how hard was it to write that book? Because I've tried to write an autobiography of my life and I can't. It's hard. See, I need someone like what you had, someone just gonna make me sit down and
That was Sister
make me
Soldier.
write it. Yes.
Yeah, she was
Yeah,
Sister
like
Soldier. Sister Soldier. But it was very
really?
hard. Like
Yeah.
it was hard. But when I got in the mode to write, I wrote. And as I wrote, the tears, they just dropped. They flew, they flowed.
Wow.
But it was like a release for me because I think like all the trauma that I've been through in the past was affecting my current relationship. And like I
Yeah.
will always put up a guard, like a wall, and the trust would just go but so far. And I'm like, I'm doing more damage than good. And I need therapy. Like a lot of people are afraid to say that they need therapy when they been traumatized and abused, and like I needed therapy. And
Yeah.
writing my book was therapy for me. And just sitting there, even though she made me read those chapters to her that I did not want to read,
Oh wow.
it was a release.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Wow.
release. It was a release. And which is what's crazy about it is that I have like my own medical assistant program. God has been really
Mm-hmm.
good to me, like really good to me in spite of everything. He's been good to me.
Amen.
So in the midst of me teaching, I found myself ministering to other young women that kind of been in like abusive relationships, bad relationships, like just depressed. And I'm like, they remind me of me when I was a little bit younger, or their age
Yeah.
strengths on. Then they started getting attached to me. And I was like a person like, I don't want to be bothered with people. Like, I'm like, God, why are you putting people in my presence? I don't want to be bothered. But you know, it helped them.
Yeah.
And they was like, Miss Tonya, how about your book? Miss Like sending me pictures and texts and Miss Tonya, how about
Wow.
your book? Oh, you strong, you strong. And I did not feel like I was strong at all.
Yeah, but
I
you
did
are.
not.
You are, because to go, to get through those things and be where you are today, and to be able to help other women, that's strength. That's true strength. So I admire that. So, my other question is, I had it in my head and it went away. I'm sorry, everybody. But okay, so okay, I asked, yeah, how hard it is, and that I admire because I can't seem to. That's a challenge for me to really get it out there, but I know one day I will. I just have to keep pressing through. But
Mhm.
what would be your message to women? And if you know what, let me do a little background information to this question. The reason why I'm asking this question is because part of the show, each show, we're gonna be donating to charity. We're gonna give 10% of
Mhm.
our profits to a charity, and then we also have a fundraiser on Facebook that we're doing for Valley Rescue Mission in Columbus, Georgia, and it's for battered and
Mhm.
abused women and children. So it's a charity I've given to before. I normally will go and I'll get a bunch of supplies that women normally need in the shelter. I've been in a shelter before, so those things are so important. Um, Toothpaste, toothbrush, makeup. People don't
Yeah.
understand. Makeup is actually important, especially to a woman who's trying to pull herself back together and get a job and all that stuff. So I'm I'm gonna be taking 10% of my proceeds to purchase those things. So what I'm asking is for women who are probably in a shelter or going through it right now, whether they're in a shelter or not, but they're going through it right now. What message would you like to give them?
For those women that are struggling with whatever you are struggling with, never give up. Do not give up. Keep pushing forward. The more you push,
Mhm.
the better things will get. Never be stagnant. Don't get stagnant. Don't let what other people say about you, say to you, deter you from your dreams. Because where you are now is not where you're going to be in the future. You're going to look back
Amen.
and be like, I made it. I did it.
Yep.
I didn't give up. Keep
Yep.
pushing. Keep
Yep.
pushing. Your day and your
Yep.
time is coming. It may not be right now, but it's coming. And I had to learn that because I was depressed at one point. I was in a depressed state and I became so stagnant. I didn't get up. I didn't get up. I didn't put on any clothes. I just looked at like
Yeah.
I was saying look at home. But when I realized that I was holding myself back and I started praying, and my kids was like, Mama, what's wrong? Why you looking like that? You need to get your hair done. Okay. I knew. So ladies, don't give up. This is not the end. Sometimes your setback is for a major comeback. So keep
Amen.
pushing, keep
Yep.
striving. Your day is coming. I promise you, your day is coming. You just can't give up.
Amen. I love that message. So, how did you, when you went through your depression?
And at the end of the day, if I can come through it,
Yes.
hmm,
What was that? I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
but
Well,
I was telling them if I can come through, they can come through.
oh, amen. So, how did you? So, you pulled yourself out of your depression? Because I know I hear a lot of people that are going through, especially with this pandemic, and some people are stuck at home, some people lost their jobs, some people don't know what to do. How did you? Is there anything that you could share with them, even though it's not the same, you know, reason, but pulling yourself out of depression? Because I hear so many people going through depression right now because of what's going on. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah, yeah, my depression may, like you said, it may have been a little bit different, but I didn't work during that time. So it made life a little bit harder for me. And what a lot of people don't know that do know me, I almost got evicted in my depression state. Like
Wow.
they were ready to kick me out because
Wow.
I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to clean. I didn't want to be bothered. I would come home, turn off the lights, and sit in the dark.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was that bad.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, you can come out of your depression. And I'm not saying it's easy, and don't ever let anybody tell you it's easy. You have to take things one day at a time, but it has to be something that you want to do. You have to want to do better. You want to have to strive for better. You have, if you have kids, you got to want to be better for your kids because no one
Yeah,
is going to love and take care of your kids like you. I don't care who they are. Your mama, your
that's true.
grandma, your uncles, they not gonna love and treat your kids like you. So if you can't do it for you, do it for them. And I had to do it for my kids. I wanted
Yeah.
better for my kids. I no longer wanted them to see me the way that I was.
Yeah.
So I got up. I started looking for work. And let me tell you what's crazy. I wrote a business plan back in 2005.
Oh wow.
And back in 2005, I wrote a business plan. I wanted to start a home health company. That
Mm-hmm.
was something I always wanted to do in a personal care home. So I wrote a business plan for it. And back in 2009, it got burned up. I was living in an apartment complex and our whole row burnt to a crisp. Left in my
Oh my
apartment was the
God.
frame of my mind. Yes, we
Yeah.
had nothing. When I say nothing, I lied. I had a couple of pair of shoes in the car, y'all.
Oh my God.
But besides those shoes that I had in everything, we had nothing. And we
Wow.
had to start over. No one
Uh
in my family helped but my dad, my mom, and my ex-husband's mom. That's
wow.
it. They threw
Yeah.
parties. Listen, they threw parties, they threw cookouts. No one gave me a dime, lend a hand, anything. So all this during this depression state, I was like, you know what? I got to do this. So
Oh.
I started looking for work, and I'm a nurse. A nurse should never be without a job, y'all.
No.
Never. But
No.
I was jobless.
Wow. Wow.
I was jobless. That's how bad it was for me. So I started looking for work. Then I got an offer to come teach. That was that door opener. I wanted
Mm-hmm.
something else, but God had other plans for me. He had other
Oh.
plans.
Yep.
I got a job to teach at a college. It started from there, teaching medical assistance.
Right.
I had a class, I had my supervisor come sit on one of my classes, and she said, how you got the students to listen? Grown folks, what you mean? How you got them to listen? I had another teacher in here, couldn't teach them.
Wow.
I'm like, what? They listen to you. And I said, because I had to get on their level. I
That's
said, you
true.
can't teach anyone when you think you're better than them. I said, you
Right.
have to teach people where they are. And that's what I did.
Yes.
I got on their level. She was like,
Wow. Well, we got some
that
questions
was the
coming
beginning.
in. That was well, we got some questions coming
Ask me
in.
questions because I don't have my glasses on, you guys. I left them in the car.
No, I'm gonna read it to you. It says, "Can you share what? He's so silly. Can you share what that could look like for a person who does not know where to begin?" So I guess, can you?
I didn't
Can
know
you?
where to begin.
Okay.
I didn't know where to begin to start my healing process.
Mm-hmm.
To the whoever asked that question, I did not know where to begin. I didn't know who I can trust, who I can talk to, because I have talked to so many people, and I'm thinking I'm confiding in someone, and they're coming back. Everything I'm telling them about me, how I'm trying to heal, how I'm trying to come out. I was hearing it back.
Mm.
So I didn't know who to trust. So you start with talking to God, your God, and you pray.
Amen.
You get on your
Yeah.
knees and you pray. You tell God, I want better. I'm striving.
Yeah.
I need you. And this was me. I'm telling you what I did because I didn't know where to go, who to talk to, who to trust, because I didn't trust no one. I
Right.
had to talk to God, and I
Wow.
had to open up my heart. I had to
That's how you
open
do
up
it.
my ears, and He will
Mm-hmm.
talk. He will talk to you, and He will
Mm-hmm.
lead you, and He will guide you in the path that He wants you to go. And
Amen.
whatever you ask, He'll provide. But you gotta want it,
Mm-hmm.
and you gotta believe it.
That's true.
So it all starts.
Yeah. The next
Yes,
question is, I
yes.
love that. The next question is, how to become self-motivated in trauma? That's a good question. How to become self-motivated in trauma? Hmm.
Once again, it starts with you. You have to know your worth. Sometimes we as women, we don't know our worth. We let the things that others say to us tear us down. And when you no longer allow what other people say to affect your life, and you stand boldly in your life, and you walk boldly in your life, you'll become self-motivated. When you say, listen, I used to write affirmations. I used to write multi-millionaire on everything. That was my signature. I'm not a multi-millionaire yet, but I'm claiming it. But I used to write that
Don't be there.
every day.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire.
Wow.
Let me tell you another thing. She want to know, I don't know who this is, how to become
Mhm.
self-motivated. I was sitting there and I said, you know what, God, I want to make $10,000. And this during the pandemic. Listen, this was
Mhm.
during the pandemic last year.
Wow. Wow.
I said, I want to make at least $10,000 a month. I want to make at least 10,000 a month, God. You're gonna have to help me. I said, because we don't know how this thing is gonna end, how it's gonna turn out for us. So I have two businesses, you guys. I have a body
Mm.
spa. So I wrote myself
Mhm.
2 checks for $10,000. I wrote one to
Wow.
Excellent Healthcare, and I wrote one to LMK Body Spa. And I put it on the mirror and I put some holy oil on it. A letter.
Ain't nothing wrong
I
with
know
that.
this sounds because I
Yeah.
wrote a letter. And I said, Father God, you said I can have whatever I say if I believe and walk in faith. And I said, I'm asking for at least $10,000. I promise y'all, hands, I made $11,000 that month. The next month, I
Wow.
made $13,000. The next month, I made $10,000. But I made over what I asked God for. I had that
Okay,
crazy faith.
I'm getting my checkbook. I'm
I
gonna go
had
get my
that
checkbook right
crazy
now.
faith. And during the pandemic, I made more money than I made before the pandemic as a nurse.
Wow. So see, it's possible. People think like, oh, it's not possible. Everything's so bad and everything's so hard, but No, I'm seeing a lot of people doing a lot better in the pandemic than before the pandemic. It's very interesting. But yeah, you
Mhm.
done inspired me. I'm gonna get my checkbook after this show, and I'm gonna write me a couple checks.
I also
So
did a vision board for the ones who want to know
okay.
how to become self-motivated. I did a vision board, and with a vision board, you just get a poster
Mm-hmm.
and you write across it vision board and whatever you want. So I had got you can get you some magazines, you can cut out the house you want, the car you want, this, then, and the third. I went
Mm-hmm.
on the internet and printed out what I wanted because I ain't had time to cut no to go in the magazine and cut papers. So I put a house up there by 2021. I wanted me a 4 bedroom, 3 bath house.
Nice.
You guys, I moved in my house. I closed on my house June 28th, 2021. I said I wanted my car paid off. I don't know why I said that. My car got paid off, but not the way
It's
I wanted it to be paid off. Because
oh no. You gotta be
I had
careful
bought
how
a
you word
brand
it.
new car, a 29.
Yeah.
Yes. So my stepdaughter got in an accident with it,
You know, that
and
happened
it
to
was total,
me.
and it got paid off.
That happened to me before. I did a vision board years ago, and I wanted what did I put? Oh, it was funny. I woke up that morning. I was like, you know what? We've had this we've had this vehicle for a while. I wonder when we're gonna get a new one. Well, we got in an accident that afternoon, totaled the truck. Had to get a new one. But I
Wow.
got the truck I wanted. I had wanted a fully loaded Escalade, and that's what I that Escalade, Suburban. I got it. It was
Mm-hmm.
maxed out, fully loaded. Yeah, so it happens. It's just you gotta be careful how you say it. So we could have done
Yes,
without
you
the
got that. You
accident.
strategic. Yes.
Okay, so we're coming up on our half hour mark where we're gonna play your commercial that I made for you. And then we're gonna get into your
Oh.
business side. We want to talk about the business because there's some things I was eyeballing on your shop. So I'm gonna do some Christmas shopping for myself.
All right.
So we're just gonna play your commercial and then we're gonna get right back into we're gonna get in talking into the business.
Okay.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it.
Okay, so that's you see, I didn't realize you had two businesses. Okay. You caught me there. So I did the I went to your website and I loved it. I love your website. I went to the shop section. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I went and I saw it's like it was like a full body. I just call it a full body snatch set. That's what I call it because it's like it had like sleeves. It had this little thing that goes across the top, but I like it because
Oh, you're talking about the
you know
body shaper. I know what you're talking
yes, yes,
about. The
yes,
body shaper.
yes.
Yes.
I gotta get me one.
Yes.
And then I saw you had like it's like a slimming gel or something like that. Some kind of gel that you had.
Yes, I make it myself. It's a
It's
slimming gel.
a
It helps
slimming
you to
gel.
sweat. It helps to sweat
So
and burn fat.
you could
Mm-hmm.
wear it under the body, the whole bodysuit. You could wear it under that, or how would you use it? You could use it like that.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah,
good. It's also good to wear under waist trainers because it's gonna help you sweat and burn
yeah.
fat, help you
That's
lose
what I'm
those
talking about.
extra inches. Mhm.
Okay, y'all ladies hear that. Also, okay, so what inspired you to start your body shape business, your body spa, body shape? See, I'm obsessed with it already.
I wanted lipo. I'm gonna be upfront. I wanted to go and get
Really?
lipo. I wanted the tummy. tuck. I wanted it all. Yes, I did. I did.
I'm scared of the
I
pain.
wanted
I'm
it
scared of the
because I
pain.
wanted to get rid of
Really? I'm so scared of that.
yes. So
I'm scared to go
at the
poke in the
time
wrong
I was
spot.
working at Georgia Regional.
Oh, really? Don't mind me. I'm silly.
So at the time I was working at Georgia Regional. And me and my coworker, we just was constantly talking about, oh, we're gonna go get us some liposuction to his stomach so we can be fine and look good. And she always be like, girl, you ain't got no stomach. I'm like, yes, I do. So, but anyway, this lipocavitation, we sitting in the med room, y'all. Sitting in the med room on the computer, on Facebook, and we weren't supposed to be on Facebook, but we was on Facebook. And the ad came across the screen, said lipocavitation. So she was like, Tonya, why don't you try this? And I said, why don't you try? You want me to lose my money on something that might not work?
Wow.
So me, being who I was, I tried it. And my first session, I did not see any results, and I had paid for 4. So I had got discouraged. So I'm like, I done paid this lady for my money, and I don't see no results in the first session. Now, mind you, she had already told me I may not see no results in my first session. She told me this up front, but you know, when we go places, sometimes we, us Black folks, we want instant results. We want microwavable results.
Yeah, we won't be snatched
Went
tomorrow.
back a week later.
Yeah.
I went back a week later. So a week later, I went back, saw my results from my second session. I'm like, that's me. And she was like, yeah, that's you. I'm like, you sure that's me? She said, didn't you see me just take pictures? And I'm like, okay. So I have a 12-year-old son. And at the time, I think he was maybe 8, very vocal. He came in, rubbed my stomach one day. He was like, Mama, whatever you're doing, you need to keep doing it because your fat going away.
Kids are so honest.
I'm like, huh? Too honest and blunt.
Right.
So I ended with her. And you guys, my waist was a 38 when I started.
Wow.
And in 6 weeks, I went from a 38 to a 30.
What?
In waist. In my yes. So I asked her, I said, what's the qualifications to do this? Because no one is offering this in Savannah. Because I was living in Savannah at the time, Savannah, Georgia, born and raised. I was driving to Jacksonville, Florida, which was like 2 hours, but it was taking me an hour and a half, and I had a little speed to my feet. So I drove from Savannah to Jacksonville every week for 6 weeks to do this. And she was like, what type of background do you have? You have any health care? I said, I'm a nurse. Asked her, would she train me? She trained me, bought my services to Savannah, and it went from there.
Wow.
So you see that picture that's on the flyer that you posted?
Yeah. So that's okay. So we do have a question. It says, please share a reason or two with people. Oh, let me read that again. Please share a reason or two with people that is skeptical about trying the service. People who are skeptical. I mean, losing 8 inches kind of got me sold personally, but so
for one is non-invasive, and for 2, you have to be honest with people, and you have to let them know up front you may not see results in your first session. Okay. Most importantly, you have to detox your body. So I had to detox. I had to detox my body, up my diet, and I started walking 3 days. I actually had got a personal trainer, which maximized my results, like boost my results. Yeah. I started working out, and when I didn't work out, I walked. So if you don't like working out, you can just walk. But another alternative to that is getting in the sauna. Getting in the sauna along with that helps you to sweat and burn calories and burn inches.
Okay.
So yes, you have to be honest with folks.
Okay. So it's nothing like, it wasn't anything painful. It wasn't anything, I mean,
non-invasive.
No discomfort. I like that.
No discomfort. The only discomfort I had, y'all, was
Mhm.
taking that detox and going to the bathroom. That was my only discomfort.
And you said, wait, how many weeks you said it took? You said it took 4 weeks?
I did six. I did 6 weeks, and 2 of those weeks
You
I
went
went
twice. Okay.
twice because with that service, with lipocavitation, you can get services done every 3 to 7 days. So lipocavitation isn't the only thing that I offer now. I also offer mesolipo. And
Okay.
mesolipo, you can use it as a needleless injection or a needle injection. The needle is
Oh,
just
okay.
use force to force the lipo enzymes into your skin to enter your fat cells to help dissolve your fat cells. If you get it injected, it goes directly into your fat cells because the needle is going directly into your subcutaneous layers.
Ah,
I also offer laser lipo, which isn't
laser
laser.
lipo.
It uses the infrared light. It's called laser lipo,
Wow.
but it's not laser at all. It
Okay.
uses infrared light to help liquefy fat and to tighten your skin, boost your metabolism. So when you're doing these services, you have to be very careful because you become very hungry because it's boosting your
Oh.
metabolism and you're going to want to eat. So I had to discipline myself because I like to eat. I still like to eat. You cannot eat 2 hours before services and you cannot eat 2 hours after services. And you must drink plenty of water to flush all of those toxins and fat out of your body. So a lot of people want to know, well, how it comes out. It comes out when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah. That's the only way it's gonna come out. Okay, we do have a
Mm-hmm.
question.
Yes,
Can you provide a complete package? I guess.
yes, I do. And I also provide a meal plan for those who want it.
Okay. And your shop is located in Savannah, Georgia?
My shop is located in Atlanta, Georgia, in Stone Mountain off of Memorial Drive,
Oh, okay, cool.
6254 Memorial Drive, Suite F.
Nice. Nice. I don't have to drive that far. So so tell me about your other business that I missed out on. The wellness one. Or you just doing this? Which business do you have? You still do
The other
virtual?
business that I have is Excellent Healthcare.
Excellent. Oh, okay. And
Ma'am,
that's just like no, that's just like just healthcare, like where you go to people and is it like in-home nursing or anything like that or
uh-uh, um, I offer medical assistant and phlebotomy seminars and
wow.
training. So
Okay.
I teach I teach medical assistant and phlebotomy. I also teach CPR and first aid. Um, I certify, but I also I can also make instructors. So if anyone looking to make extra money as a CPR instructor, I can certify you into becoming an instructor as well.
Wow. That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good to know. Okay. Yeah, we missed out on that one. That's a good one to know. Yeah, so I don't I'm mad that I left my notes in the other room. I apologize. But I don't know. Okay, so I'm really interested in this whole spa packages. What is your best seller?
I got your notes.
Oh, you got my, oh, she got it. I'm glad I sent it to you.
So actually, we're kind of right on track.
Oh, we are? Well, then it must have been
You
imprinted
asked
in
me
my
how
brain. Yeah.
how did I strive during the pandemic?
Okay.
We talked about broken but healing, what inspired me. We talked
Mhm.
about LMK. What is LMK? Oh, so her question is, what is LMK?
Yeah.
So a lot of people want to know what LMK stands for. LMK
Mhm.
are my kids' initials. I have three
Um,
boys, Love It, Reese, and Kari. So my business is named after them.
that's beautiful.
Yes.
That is beautiful. Uh, the other question. Okay, so what do you think about this whole BBL thing where people are getting?
Oh, I offer
Yeah.
I offer non-invasive BBLs as well.
I like that. I like now. What give me
Yes,
because I
I
read
offer the
some of
butt
those.
fillers.
Do you? So how long does it take to see
I
results?
offer. Some people see results in their first session. Some people do.
Okay.
Well, a
Yeah.
lot of people that I have, because I just don't give them the fillers. I don't feel
Right.
like they're going to benefit just with me giving them the fillers. So I also do butt
Right.
therapy on them. And in my butt therapy session, I include cellulite treatment, and I use wood therapy and the infrared light, to help maximize their results. And then I do the suction cups. So
Okay.
and I offer like the butt fillers is kind of expensive, so I do offer a payment plan for that. But I also offer 4 sessions of butt therapy along with it. Because
Right.
you want them to see their results. I want to see results.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Okay. I actually,
Yes.
what is the wood therapy or what did you call that? I kept seeing that too. I'm like, what is
Wood
that?
therapy. Wood therapy is just using some wood tools, and I'm actually acting like I'm doing it. But it helps to break up cellulite. It helps to break up fat deposit. It helps to with your skin elasticity. It helps
Hmm.
with your metabolism. Um, it also helps with your digestive as well. So a lot of
Okay.
times after that you will see like your body real curvaceous somewhat.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I've never heard of that one. All right. I need to hit I need to take a visit one of these days. Okay, so you do provide a complete
I got
package.
you.
Yeah. I need to I need to order that body suit thing. I really
We'll
like it.
talk about it
I
later.
really like it. Yeah.
We'll talk
It's
about it.
nice. Okay, okay.
I got
Um
you.
and then
I
I
got you.
also wanted to know more about I don't know, with the question I have with the BBL, would you I mean, to me it's safer, of course, to go with the services that you provide for BBL. Like I could understand everybody wanting it, but I don't know.
Mhm.
I wrote a whole article in the last issue about it. And I thought talked about going natural with it, be natural with it. Don't
Mhm.
put all this
Mhm.
craziness in your body. So, but yeah. Um
Um, my I I don't know how to answer that
yeah,
because
it's a tough
I'm
one.
natural. Like my booty is natural. And a lot of people ask me, "Did you get your butt done?" No, this is what my mama gave me.
Yeah.
But it's BBL is dangerous. And if you're in
Yeah.
healthcare, you know that it is very dangerous. And so that would be one reason I would never get a BBL.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people they are doing it, and some
Yeah.
looking good, and some looking like camels and ants in the back. But
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
to each his own. But
Yeah.
BBL surgery is the most dangerous surgery that anyone possibly get. You have to remember you have a major
Wow.
artery traveling from your heart down there. And if any fat gets in
Mhm.
there, that fat is going to cause an embolism. And that fat embolism, that blood clot is going to travel directly to your heart from that major
Wow.
blood vessel. Hmm.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. I'd rather go the natural route. I'll
Yes.
just, work with what I got. But I don't see like cuz like especially after having a baby and you got that mommy belly. It's like so the one where you inject where it breaks down the fat from the injection. That one that you spoke about. I forgot the name of it.
The mesolipo. That
Yeah.
is mesolipo.
Is it
Hmm.
painful? No. Does it
No, it's
hurt?
not painful.
It's not. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
That one got my attention. I won't lie. And the other one that got my attention was the infrared or the laser. The laser one. I like, yeah, those got
I
my
love the
attention.
I love the infrared. It's actually called radio frequency, and I love it because it actually tightens your skin and it helps with your skin elasticity, and it looks a whole lot better. Like, yeah, I
Wow.
love the infrared light. So when I'm doing my clients now, I have a big infrared light that I just let hang over their body. And
Wow.
another thing that's good with infrared, it helps with inflammation and people that
Oh, really?
that's been in pain. It helps with inflammation and pain as well. So, like a lot of girls who come to me post op from surgery, I
Yeah.
make sure I have that light on them. hmm It
That's
promotes
what you
healing too.
meant. I saw that where you said post-op care or something like that. So that's what that's for.
hmm
Okay. And then you also said you do like a mobile
Yeah, I will come. Yeah,
oh you
in
so you
advance,
come
and you can't come out.
yeah. Okay.
hmm
Nice. Nice. I love what you're doing. You doing it.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
You are doing it. So, what other message would you give for women just in general? Just overall with cuz here you are, you wrote your book. You have two books, don't you?
No, one is the book and one is the journal. But I'm working on book
Oh,
two now.
okay, you do that.
Yes.
No, so you know you got your books and you started your business and you went through all this and no matter what, you still made it through. You got you know you made things happen. And I think it's just such an inspiring message that a lot of people need to actually sit and reflect on. Like you did not give up. You showed that. Your words did not hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you said, you stuck to it and you're doing it. So I admire that a lot. What other message could you give women to
Thank you.
not give up? Like whatever their dream is, whatever it is that they want to accomplish. Like what when you hit those everybody hits that time when they kind of hit a wall and you don't know what to do
Yes.
or you're faced with should I give up, you know? What advice would you give for that?
Once again, number one, as I stated before, never give up on your dreams. Even when you want to, when your days are cloudy and stormy and you don't see no light, you don't know if you're gonna come out that hole. You feel like you're in that cave. You feel like the world is against you. The weight of the world is on your shoulders. Do not give up because every step you put forward is gonna bring you out.
Yeah.
About to bring tears in my eyes, y'all.
It's a powerful message.
Listen, women, y'all gotta know. We have to know that we are queens.
Yes.
You have to know that you are a queen. You're a beautiful woman, black, white, brown, green, yellow, whatever your ethnicity is. Walk boldly in it, y'all. Stand tall. Hold your head up. I used to walk like this. My daddy be like, "Girl, hold your head up." You look people in the eyes. Y'all gotta look people in the eyes these days. You
Wow.
got to look yourself and then go stand in the mirror and look at yourself. Whatever your name is, your name I'm saying Tanya because my name Tanya. Your name Tanya, your name April, your name Kim, your name Keisha, Cassandra, Jessica, Amy, whatever your name is, go look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am gonna make it. I am successful. I am wealthy. I am a queen. Whatever business you want, whatever career you want, I am a nurse. I am a doctor. I am a teacher. I'm walking in my
Wow.
purpose. Y'all walking y'all purpose.
Yes.
Don't give up. No matter
Yes.
what, don't give up. Write yourself a list of what you want to accomplish and then start checking it off when you do it. Put it on your refrigerator, on your mirror, so every day when you do, start checking it off. That's what I did. I made myself a list on action. I don't always say I met him, but I
Mm-hmm.
eventually got to it.
Right.
Like when I said I wanted a house by 35, y'all, I'm 42. And I just closed on my house. Like I said, back in June, I closed on my house at
Wow.
42. I wanted a house by 35. So if I could do it, ladies, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, you do not look 42. And have you ever thought
Thank you.
about writing an affirmation book?
I started April. Can you stop talking like those other folks?
I'm just saying. I
I
think you
started
need,
daily
it's a
affirmations.
gentle hint, a gentle reminder. You should write
Yes,
affirmations.
a real.
Okay. It's a gentle one.
I started writing affirmations daily, and I started with my
Really?
coworkers now. My business
Okay.
partner and our receptionist, I created a little chat group, and I had to get them motivated. So, and I would write, "We will have a we'll have a great day. We will have a positive day." Stuff like that. It helps.
Yeah.
You got to put it in the atmosphere.
Yeah. Yes. Well, this was a good show for our
Let the universe
debut.
hear what you want.
But I love it. I mean, I think you should do that. I think you should write an affirmation book. I don't know what your second book's gonna be, but I know it's gonna be awesome. So I'm just saying maybe the third book could be an
Name
affirmation
like
book.
2 or 3 times.
Well, I had a lot of fun talking to you. This was a great interview. I enjoyed it. And I
I
learned
did
a
too.
lot from you. So I'm looking forward. You're also going to be in the next issue of our magazine. Our next issue, we're going to try to focus more on the Native American community and what's going on over there with
Hmm.
missing. Uh, in the media, they don't talk about the murdered women from the Native tribes. They actually don't say a lot about what's going on there. So I want to kind of talk about that in the next magazine. But I thank you for coming and
And
being
just so
our
y'all know,
guest.
don't mean to cut April off.
Huh?
And not to cut you off, April. Just
Uh-huh.
so the world know, the Native Americans been here. Christopher Columbus did not discover America.
No, he did not. He didn't discover crap. He didn't discover nothing. He's like,
No, he
you know,
didn't. He came and tried to take
no.
over the Native American land.
Yeah, no, but
Yes.
in truth, like there's been African
Seriously.
tribes of Africans have come and visited and traded with natives here. Vikings were coming here.
Yes.
All these other people were
Hmm.
coming here, and then there come dumb butt talking about I claim it. Like claim what? Yeah, I don't. I don't care for Columbus. I do not care for him. But yeah, we want to talk about those things in the next edition. So I know you're already going to be in there. So if you want to put another article or anything else you want to talk about, you just let me know, okay? And or just
Yes, ma'am.
send me the article. So I'm so happy that you came. I'm so grateful and I had fun. I want to thank
So
Tan. Tan has been in the one in the comments. She's, the Wonder Woman behind the scenes and she's been helping us keep it together here. So I want to thank Tan and I want to thank you Tanya again.
thank you.
And thank you for
Thanks,
being on our
everyone.
thank you for being on our debut show. So I hope that you have a wonderful evening with your beautiful sons, your handsome sons. Sorry, not beautiful. I've been telling my daughter. My daughter calls everybody beautiful when we go to the store, and she walked up to a young guy and told him, "Oh, you're beautiful," and I was like, "Oh Lord." He's not beautiful. He's handsome. I'm like, let's just walk away.
I
It's just
told my
awkward
son,
now. Yeah, it
I
was
told
sweet
my
though.
son he was pretty. He was like, I'm not a girl. I'm handsome.
I'm handsome. There we- but that's cool. So I thank you for coming on, and I will look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you.
And I will be bugging you for my suit.
Yes, ma'am. It was an honor.
It
Thank
was an
you.
honor. Thank you. You have a great day, evening.
You too.
Hell, have a great weekend.
you, you
Right.
too. Everyone have a blessed weekend. Stay safe.
Yep. Awesome.